Coming up, we'll tell you which areas in San Diego have the longest emergency response time. Find out if your area is on the list and what's causing the time lag.
Also, how one vice president is hoping to stop sexual assault across the country. Find out what he's doing to help victims and what famous celebrities are joining the efforts.
And up next, the subject of race relations is taking center stage here at City College. Find out what student hopes to accomplish by getting people to talk about it.
And San Diego has been experiencing some heavy winds and fires. I'll have all the updates. News Scene starts right now.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News Scene. I'm Nate Holmes.
And I'm Carrie Bryant. Thank you for joining us.
San Diego has been experiencing some high winds this week. Heidi Alag is in our Weather Center with the latest.
Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Carrie. Yes, the record-breaking heat that's been happening this week has been due to the wild Santa Ana winds and has sparked fires across the county. Now, the National Weather Service has issued warnings forecasting gusts ranging between 60 to 80 miles per hour, and at one point, reports say they reached more than 100 miles per hour. Some SDG&E customers experienced power outages due to the conditions, and on Wednesday, 3 schools in the Mountain Empire School District sent kids home due to the loss of power as well. The high winds caused various levels of damage throughout the area, from tossing street signs to uprooting trees. Now let's take a look at our 3 major fires for this week. Our first one would happen on Tuesday near the San Diego River in Santee. Now, it was a tough battle, but they took care of it. Now, the other one occurred in Lakeside, where residents were happy to say that their houses were going to be okay, but were more concerned with the wind speed. And our last one happened in Rancho Penasquitos. 2 houses were put in danger, but all is good, and there is nothing. All is taken care of, and we'll keep our eye out on these updates. But for now, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Heidi. Now, where you live in San Diego affects how fast emergency response can get to you. A report released by the county grand jury identifies 5 areas in San Diego with the longest emergency response time. The 5 listed include Paradise Hills, Encanto, Skyline, Home Avenue and City Heights, and the College area. The lag in response time is a result of delaying construction of new fire stations. Fire Chief Javier Maynor says there are plans to build 2 new fire stations.
And San Diego City College has announced its new president. Native San Diegan Dr. Anthony Beebe was named president of City College Tuesday. Beebe comes to City College after serving the last 8 years as president of San Diego Continuing Education. Beebe holds a Doctor of Education degree from Oregon State University. Beebe's first day at City College will be August 1st.
May 1st was a day of music, celebration, and a message here on City College campus. Mark Henry has the details.
The Associated Student Government hosted the May Day City Jam on Thursday, along with a rally, sponsored by the Workers United for Dignity and Justice. Voices were heard through the spoken word and even dubstep.
What I have to bring is my music. I spread a positive message throughout my music, hoping to uplift people, not to bring them down.
Some issues discussed were the right to unionize, public education, and discrimination in the workplace.
So what I hope to do today with the May Day is to bring education to the recent incidences between the MTS security officers and City College.
Michael Brand refers to the recent incident involving an MTS security officer and college professor Enrique Davalos, allegedly removed from the trolley for not paying his fare.
I want to bring light to that fact so that people know that they are people just like us and they are trying to just make a living and have a family just like everybody else.
The May Day event ended with a rally in Chicano Park, true solidarity and a meeting of ideas through expression. With photojournalist Pete Schmansky, I'm Mark Henry for News Scene.
Many different May Day celebrations happened around the world and right here in San Diego.
And it looks like the local minimum wage increase is one step closer to happening. That's because Wednesday City Council Committee voted to explore having the council adopt the proposal as an ordinance instead of having the public vote on it in November. The proposal would gradually increase minimum wage from $8 an hour to $13.09 per hour over the next 3 years. A council-approved ordinance could also allow the wage increase to be overwritten by a proposed ballot measure, But in order to get the measure on the November ballot, supporters need to get more than 67,000 signatures from the registered voters to support by late June. And the phrase high school that may be decreasing in the years to come within the United States. The U.S. high school graduation rate is higher than it's ever been, according to a new study done by the National Center for Education Statistics. Data suggests that every 4 out of 5 high school students are leaving with a diploma. Among the leading states is California, which has the lowest dropout rates due to high school accountability and performance expectations. And the graduation rates continue to rise. It could reach up to 90% nationwide by the year 2020.
55 colleges and universities are under investigation by federal government for their handling of sexual assault complaints. This is the first time the Department of Education released names to the public. The list includes colleges such as the University of California, Berkeley, and Ivy League schools such as Harvard and Princeton. According to the National Institute of Justice, 1 in 5 women are sexually assaulted while in college. Across the country, students started nationwide movement protesting how schools respond. President Obama said the students were inspired the national effort to get universities to do more.
And Vice President Joe Biden is pushing to stop sexual assault across the country.
We need all of you to be part of the solution. This is about respect. It's about responsibility.
National campaign that includes a public service announcement with major Hollywood stars such as Benicio del Toro, Daniel Craig, Steve Carell, Seth Meyers, and Dul Hill. Called the Not Alone campaign, the initiative includes free phone apps and is targeting sexual assaults on college campuses and universities.
And a disturbing story out of Nigeria. Girls kidnapped and their parents are frustrated over the government's inability to save them. Protesters in Nigeria took to the streets Wednesday and demanded the government do more to rescue the girls. About 2 weeks ago, terrorists from the group Boko Haram stormed a school and kidnapped female students. Numbers vary as to how many girls were taken, but police say 273 remain hostage. The incident has caused an international uproar, and social media has exploded with people uploading pictures with hashtag #BringBackOurGirls.
And do police officers need a warrant to search the cell phones of people they arrest? The Supreme Court is hearing 2 cases on the controversial issue, including the local case of Riley versus California. The court allowed those searches, but critics say it's unfair because cell phones hold and provide private access to a person's life. A ruling on the issue is expected in June.
A Texas veterinarian is under investigation after keeping dogs alive that were meant to be euthanized. Lou Tierce of Fort Worth surrendered to police after an animal cruelty complaint was released, and he was released on bond Wednesday. He's accused of telling a family he euthanized their dog, but instead kept it alive for additional 6 months and used it for animal blood transfusions. The clinic since has been raided by state investigators. 2 other families are starting to build a case against the vet as well. His license to practice has been taken away.
And it's been a week full of drama following the comments made by owner of the Clippers. Up ahead, we'll have the latest on the controversy surrounding the Clippers.
And after the break, all eyes will be on the run for the Roses as one California host favors to win. Stay tuned.